Hello and welcome to the Roarcast Podcast, the official podcast of Sonia Sotomayor Middle School in Adelphi. My name is Mrs. Sala, and I'm thrilled to be here for the first episode of Roarcast, a podcast channel for the students and by the students of Sonia Sotomayor. In every episode of the Roarcast Podcast, we will have engaging discussions by the students on a variety of issues that you care about. And to kick off the Roarcast Podcast channel, we are so excited today to have the founding principal of Sonia Sotomayor, Dr. Alicia, as our special guest. Welcome to the show, Dr. Alicia. We are so excited that you could make time for us today.
Hey, thank you so much. I'm so excited about this new opportunity. It's not opening the doors for our creation, for our students, but it's providing a voice for everybody. So I'm just thrilled to be here. Thank you for this.
Yeah, and we are also excited and grateful. And, I want to ask everything to you. We have so much to discuss, but we have to start from somewhere.
Sure
So I
thing.
leave it to you. Like, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when we talk about Roarcast? Remember that, we are making history by here, for our school at least, since this is the first episode. What is your top priority, talking point?
So I think, I always joke about the news, right? But we forget about all the positive things that are happening. And this is giving that space, that window, opening those doors for us to hear what's going on, to hear our students, listen to what they had to say, but also to share their experience, their growth, and that what do they want to see? Because we are developing our future, we're developing our new generation, and we want to make sure that our new generation has a voice, that there's a legacy. So I think this is a legacy of part of our generation.
I really love the fact that you mentioned that in our media space, we're inundated by so much information that the students, even before they set foot to the school, they are bombarded with so much that is happening outside. And that's why it is so important we have a platform for us where students get to know what the school is providing them with. So regarding that, I think it is a wonderful opportunity for the students to learn about the school's history as well. Could you tell us about the school? How did it all start?
Yes, wow. It's been a journey. It's a third year here. I've been in this building since the building was basically empty. I was here with the contractors, where the boxes were coming in, when the walls were actually built. And it's been a very amazing journey. Walking around the building and providing and opening a space for our community and provide them with other opportunities. And then I was able not only to see the structure, but making this building come alive. When I say come alive, bringing the parents, bringing the community, bringing the children, and little by little developing different programs. So we started simple. And we are growing so fast, bringing new staff members, new opportunities. Now with Title I, we're community schools, opening the door to the parents, having a sport event, art event, and just bringing this building alive. It's just priceless.
I think, thank you so much for sharing this. And also, to see your vision come in fruition in such a short time, I wonder, I'm sure our students, teachers, everyone would want to know what is the story of the man behind this vision. So would you like to say something about your school days, or what really propels you, drives you to keep continuing to work for the community? We are excited to hear something from you about you.
So I think I've been very blessed as an educator, because an educator, you open the doors for others. And you give them the tools for them to be successful. And that is part of the legacy that you leave behind. When I wake up in the morning and I come to school, I think about the dreams and hopes of an entire community, of what the future is holding for us. I feel that somebody at some point gave me the opportunity to grow and to learn and to be a teacher and to work. And here I am. And I think I should pay it forward. So looking at all my children that are being successful, and it's not only successful today, but successful in the future. I've been working for 26 years, and I have to say this:
Wow.
the
Yeah.
major of my hometown is was my student.
Wow,
So I'm
that's
very proud
crazy.
of that. And throughout my years, I seen many of my students, being very successful and a part of the community and giving back to the community in a very successful way. But also, you are able to open the doors and give the opportunity for professionals to come into the building. And
Exactly.
some of these professionals now, right now, that have worked with me throughout the years are administrators, are school principals, are in other areas, doing much more that they initially started doing and developing the capacity. It's just priceless.
It's amazing how you're also championing others, the excellence in other people as well, and bringing the community together. But I must say, like all this success, as much as we aspire to, can also be very challenging and scary for the students because you are where you are today because of your experiences and the excellence you bring within. But I think for the students, it would really help if you shared your experiences as a student and your struggles as a student so they could also feel that they can relate and aspire a level of success that you have. So what was your favorite subject, or like did you ever struggle in school at all, or you were just super acer throughout?
Yeah, sure thing. Wow. Oh, my journey is a little
Spill the
bit.
tea.
My journey is a little bit different. My mom is from New York. My dad is Puerto Rican. I was an army brat, so I grew up in Germany for part of my childhood. So I went to school
Wow.
there. When I moved to back to Puerto Rico they speak Spanish, so I struggle a little bit, especially in reading. It was very hard for me, so I struggle a lot in reading. And also later on, when I was actually in middle school, I it started to have like a speech impediment that I couldn't really speak well, so I had to go to a speech pathologist.
Oh
I
wow.
was afraid to speak in public. It's weird. So people look at me. Oh, you
I
talk a
don't
lot.
believe that at all. I don't believe that at all.
So people say you talk a lot and you're in the microphone all the time. I was like, yeah, but there was a time when I was in middle school that I was so shy that I developed that speech impairment that I wasn't even able to articulate, and I had to go to a speech pathologist. So with that said, I am a English language learner. I'm a language learner as well. So I had to learn Spanish. I had to learn how to read in another language, and going back and forth in languages. That was at some point, a little bit challenging. Um, I don't feel like I'm 100% bilingual in both languages. I do love languages, and I have tried to learn other languages throughout my life, such as Italian and French and Portuguese.
What about German? Because you were there, right? Did
I
you speak
was there, yes. I lost at 9, though, so right.
nine? Okay, nine
Yeah,
is fair.
9 is fair, right? Feed the sum. So I lost it. I wish I understand a little bit now, but I haven't been. I mean, well, that was back in the 80s. So I wish I could go back and then and continue to develop that language that I started at some point.
Great. And yeah, as you know, we all know, like we all are part of Dr. Alicia's fan club. People, students love you here,
Oh wow!
but and we look up to you, I'm sure, and our
Thank you.
students do as well. But I was curious. I think everybody would want to know if there was a middle school teacher that you looked up to.
Yes, actually, she passed away of
I'm sorry to
cancer.
hear that.
Yes, her name was Miss Lisiaga, and she was a teacher that she believed in me. She every time we had an oral report, I was so shy, and I had to face that. She helped me a lot, and she sat with me, and she gave me techniques on how to do it and how to do it well, and she will practice with me so I could make sure that I was successful or at least able to do it and improve that. And I will always remember that. I really love her class. I remember her when I went to Mexico for the first time and I saw all the pyramids, because I was like, oh my God, this is part of the class that I was in the 8th grade. And then living a moment that the lesson that you had in classroom and see it live, it's so inspiring. Um, I think for me, the role of a teacher is like in the classroom, you build the foundation is like the background on literacy, and then and history, and then as whenever you have an opportunity, it doesn't have to be as an adult, but a lot of our young teenagers are able to do a lot of things. They could further expand their knowledge, by either reading or going to literature or traveling or exploring some careers in the future, because that seed was actually put there by a teacher in a classroom. So
That is a great answer, and I'm so glad that you had a teacher who inspired you so much, and also you were involved in so many activities. So, coming back to our students in Sonia Sotomayor, could you tell the students how they could get more involved in different student activities in the school and the community, and that would benefit them in future?
sure thing. For me, it's very important that we all have a sense of belonging. That's why I encourage the Bobcat Pride. Making sure
Yes.
that you feel that this is your school, this is your home. Some of us spend more hours here in the school building than we do back at home and with our own family. So we are family. So we need to take care of ourselves, of each other, and making sure that we're taking care of our building. And with that said, there are so many opportunities for us to be involved, not only in the classrooms, in sports, in the arts, in competitions, beautification day, community service hours. We have parent nights. There are so many things that we could do to represent our building, our school. But at the end of the day, it's about what I am doing to develop myself as a productive citizen. Every skill and everything we do here in school is for you to be developed. Um, the other days I was talking to a friend of mine, and I told him, you know what? A brick wants to be something
Yes.
greater than it is. And you have amazing architects and structures around the world. This, the Taj Mahal in India. You have the Wall of China. You have great castles in Europe. A brick wants to be something more than it already is.
Absolutely. Even it was made from clay at one point, it belongs somewhere greater, and we are all part of something great.
Yes.
That is a great sentiment, Dr. Alicia.
Yes.
Thank you. And so I must ask, like for the students, if you were asked to give a sales pitch for why they should engage in this podcast, why they should come forward and join our podcast team, come with new ideas every episode, what would be a sales pitch for all our students?
Definitely. So, first of all, they should speak about the great things that they are doing. They
Awesome.
should, have that opportunity. This is working well for me. This is my story, that my success story. So they should share that. Everybody needs to know about that. But also, it's giving them a voice. They have a voice in the society. They have a voice in the school, and they could actually advocate, and they could actually be role models for others. So giving them the space for them to do that, it is amazing. A lot of for example, we had a beautification day back in December, and some of our students where I want to talk to other kids about taking care of our school. And that is the great thing. They want to advocate. They want to give a message too. And this is opening the door for that.
Absolutely. And we are so grateful that we could arrange a platform for the students to amplify their voice and have a bigger impact on their communities. So
Right.
that is wonderful. So looking ahead to the future, um, what would advice would you have for the students now that they're in the middle school and soon they will go to high school, have their own career, build their own legacies? What would be that one advice you would give them to focus on now, from which they will be building their future?
Yes, I love that. I believe that we should have, as individuals, a holistic approach. What is a holistic approach for me? You should enjoy life, take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your intellectual and your academy, and become a well-rounded person. And this is the moment. This is the moment that you are growing, you're developing yourself, and you're acquiring those tools to be successful. I want every student that comes out of Sonia Sotomayor Middle School to go to her high school and be absolutely successful and have these tools for them to move on into where they want to go in life. I think there is no greater satisfaction that to see not only your children, but the students are my children. That's how I see it, right? That they have this tool, the tools to be completely independent and become successful. What is success? Success for me is to achieve the best that gives you happiness. That is true success.
Thank you so much. And but I think also the words I've been hearing from you is success, independence, and happiness. And the flip side of it is struggles, setbacks, disappointment in life, and which is also part and parcel for everyone's life. Our students in Sonia Sotomayor are no different. So, right, there are many students who are listening to you right now are going through emotions of disappointment. They may feel they're stuck in life somewhere, or they're having setbacks and struggles. So, Dr. Alicia, for this episode, our last question would be: what message do you have for those students who are feeling stuck?
Number one, you're not alone. You are part of a community, and we need to support each other, and you have the support. Also, the struggles, challenges, these are part of life, and we cannot let ourselves give up or let ourselves down because we have challenges. On the contrary, the challenges are opportunities for us to grow, to learn, and to become better, and to learn new things and how to cope and deal with them. Life is not perfect. It's not. But I think that every step on the road, you will find some rocks. But instead of just falling because the rock is in the middle, you want to collect the rock and build something with it. Build a stronger character. Build a stronger you. And once you develop that character, you're able also to join a society and have a contribution to that society in a better way.
And that is beautifully put, Dr. Alicia. And of course, they always have us to come to, and they can always reach out to their teachers, their guardians, to listen to them. So, absolutely. Thank you so much for taking your precious time and joining us for the pilot episode of this podcast. And we cannot wait to see what the students have to say in this platform. That was all from us on our first ever episode of the Roarcast Podcast. How did you like it? What did you think we should do to make it better? Please let us know. But first and foremost, thank you so much for tuning in today and supporting our channel. We want our students to actively participate in this show by becoming podcast anchors, guest speakers, and program managers for this show. And we cannot achieve this without your support. For any feedback, ideas, and questions, please write to me at shatil.salah, SHATEEL.SALAH @pgcps.org. Again, thank you so much for joining us for the first episode of the Roarcast Podcast. Stay tuned for the next episode where our students will debut as podcast anchors. Till then, keep your Sonia Sotomayor Bobcat Spears roaring loud and proud.